Hello everyone. We will discuss aromaticity of given compounds. Some of the molecules are aromatic, some are anti-aromatic, while some of the molecules are non-aromatic in nature. We can determine the aromaticity of the given compounds on the basis of certain criteria. First, let's see the definition of aromaticity. Aromaticity is a special property of extra stability of certain completely conjugated cyclic system. I have taken an example of a molecule, cyclooctatetraene molecule. The molecule has a closed ring, that's why it is cyclic in nature. So the molecule is cyclic in nature. Molecule has a arrangement of alternate double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond throughout the molecule. That's why the molecule has a complete conjugation throughout the molecule. Instead of that, the molecule is not categorized as a aromatic compound. You know why? Because all of the criterias of aromaticity may not be followed by the molecule. So what are these criterias? We will discuss now. So the molecule must have these criteria to be aromatic. Number 1 criteria, cyclic. The molecule should have a closed ring. Number 2, conjugation. The molecule must have a complete conjugation throughout the molecule in order to have aromatic behavior. The molecule can have complete conjugation throughout the molecule only when all of the atoms involved in the ring are in the same plane. If one or more than one of the atoms involved in the ring are not in the same plane, then conjugation is interrupted. As well as each of the atoms involved in the ring must have an unhybridized p orbital. Otherwise, the molecule will not have a complete conjugation throughout the molecule. Third and the most important criteria is total number of pi electrons must be equivalent to 4n plus 2. These are number of pi electrons, where the number n is indicating the values like 0 or 1 or 2, 3, etc. It depends on the nature of the molecule. So the value of n can be 0, can be 1, 2, 3. It can have any value. It depends on the nature of the molecule. Now let's see anti-aromatic criteria. Number 1, the molecule must have a closed ring. So the molecule must be cyclic in nature. The second criteria is conjugation. Just like for aromatic compounds, the molecule must have a complete conjugation throughout the molecule. And we know that in order to have complete conjugation without any interruption in the molecule, only when the molecule is planar and having unhybridized p orbital. by each of the atoms involved in the ring. And the third criteria, opposite to aromatic compounds, here the total number of pi electrons must be equivalent to 4n. So it is a 4n pi electron system, where the value of n may be equivalent to 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. And it is also depends on the nature of type of compounds. So the value of n depends on the nature of the compound. There is a third criteria of compound which is called anti-aromatic, which is called non-aromatic compounds. And the criteria to be followed for a non-aromatic compounds are: number 1, the molecule must be cyclic. The second one is molecule may or may not have a complete conjugation throughout the molecule. So the molecule may or may not have complete conjugation. The third criteria is the molecule neither 4n plus 2 pi electron system or nor it is a 4n pi electron system. I need to say that one of the criteria or more than one criteria of aromatic compounds or anti-aromatic compounds are shown by the non-aromatic compounds. Okay. Now let's see examples of certain compounds to determine the aromatic behavior. First, we are taking example of cyclooctatetraene. We will determine whether the given molecule is aromatic, anti-aromatic or non-aromatic. So first we will go with the criteria of aromatic compounds. So the first criteria is whether the molecule is cyclic or not. Since the molecule, as you can see, has a closed ring, so the first criteria for aromatic compounds, that is cyclic, is checked and followed. Second criteria, whether the molecule has a complete conjugation throughout the molecule. So we will check the molecule whether it is having an arrangement of alternate double bond or single bond throughout the molecule. Since you can see it has double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond arrangement throughout the molecule. That's why the molecule is having a complete conjugation throughout the molecule. So the second criteria of aromatic compounds is checked and followed by the molecule. The third criteria of total number of pi electrons. Okay, so here we will count the total number of pi electrons in the molecule. The double bond, the molecule is having two double bonds and each of these double bonds is produced because of the lateral overlap of two unhybridized p orbitals, and each of these p orbitals containing 1 electrons. So these are the pi electrons. We are having 2 pi electrons from left hand side double bond, and again we are having a right hand side double bond. It is also formed after the lateral overlap of two unhybridized p orbital, each of these containing 1 electrons, and that's why here it is also contributing 2 pi electrons. So total number of pi electrons is 4 pi electrons. Okay. Now let's check the third criteria of total number of pi electrons. We are having 4 pi electrons from the molecule, and the formula is the molecule must have 4n plus 2 pi electrons. So 4n plus 2. First we will put the value of n is equal to 0. So the value of total pi electrons that is coming 2 pi electrons. When we are putting the value of n is equal to 1, total number of pi electrons is equal to 10 pi electrons. Oh, sorry, it is equivalent to 6 pi electrons. When we are putting the value of n is equal to 2, total number of pi electrons, 10 pi electrons. Okay. So, none of these pi electrons number is matching with the number of pi electrons here. So, the third criteria of total number of pi electrons is not followed by the molecule. So, the molecule is not aromatic. Next, we will go with the criteria of anti-aromatic compound. The first criteria for anti-aromatic compounds is the molecule must be cyclic in nature. So the molecule has a complete closed ring. So it was already checked and followed by the molecule. The second is complete conjugation, which is already checked and verified. The third criteria is total number of pi electron. So here the total number of pi electrons is 4n pi electrons for anti-aromatic compounds. So when the value of n we are putting equivalent to 0, total number of pi electrons which is equal to 0. When we are putting the value of n is equal to 1, the total number of pi electrons which is coming equivalent to 4 pi electrons. So the third criteria for anti-aromatic compounds, which is 4n pi electrons, when we are putting n is equal to 1, 4 into 1, 4 pi electrons, is exactly matching with the number of pi electrons in the molecule. So the third criteria is checked and followed. Therefore, the molecule is anti-aromatic in nature because all of the criteria of anti-aromatic compounds, cyclic, conjugation and total number of pi electrons is checked and followed by the molecule. That's why it is an anti-aromatic compound. Okay, let's see another example. Example number 2. We are taking cyclopropynyl cation. In this molecule, we are having 3 carbon atoms. Carbon 1, 2, 3. So first we will go with the criteria of aromatic compound. Since it has a closed ring, so the first criteria, that is cyclic, is checked and followed. The second criteria of complete conjugation need to be checked. Since the molecule has a double bond and one of the carbon atom is carrying a positive charge. So it is showing that the molecule must be sp2 hybridized and one of the unhybridized p orbital must be present on to carbon number 1. And carbon number 2 and 3 must have a lateral overlap between two unhybridized p orbital containing 1 electron each of these p orbitals. So as we can see, these electrons can jump onto this unoccupied p orbital and will produce another vacant position in the p orbital which can be occupied by this electron, and after shifting of this electron it will produce another vacant position which can be again fulfilled by the movement of this carbon 1 electron. So this arrangement is responsible for delocalization of electrons throughout the molecule, and the conjugation which must be followed by the molecule is maintained here. So the second criteria which is of having a complete conjugation throughout the molecule is checked and followed. Conjugation means total delocalization of pi electrons. So the second criteria of delocalization of pi electrons due to the conjugation is checked and followed. Then third criteria, 4n plus 2 electrons. 4n plus 2 electrons, pi electrons. So first we will check the molecule having how many pi electrons. So the total number of pi electrons here is 1 here, 1 in the carbon number 2, and carbon number 1 is unoccupied. It is having no pi electrons. So total number of pi electrons, that is coming 2 pi electrons. So 2 pi electrons, it is the counting of pi electrons for the molecule. Now we will check the total number of pi electrons with the third criteria. So when we are putting the value of n is equal to 0, total number of pi electrons is coming 4n, that is 2 pi electrons, which is exactly matching with the number of pi electrons here. So the third criteria of total number of pi electrons is checked and followed by the molecule. So all of these three criteria are followed by the molecule. That's why the molecule is aromatic in nature. Okay. We will see another example. Third example. Here we are taking example of molecule cyclopentadiene molecule. We will go with the criteria of aromatic compound. The first criteria is whether the molecule is cyclic or not. So the molecule is here cyclic because it has a closed ring. So checked and followed. The second, whether the molecule is having complete conjugation throughout the molecule. Let's see. It has an arrangement of single bond, double bond, single bond, again another single bond. So it has two consecutive single bonds. Therefore, the conjugation is interrupted here and delocalization of pi electrons cannot take place throughout the molecule. And the second criteria is not followed by the molecule. And that's why the molecule is neither aromatic nor anti-aromatic. Because for both of these molecules to be aromatic and anti-aromatic, the molecule should have a complete conjugation throughout the molecule. That's why the molecule neither aromatic nor anti-aromatic compound. So the molecule must be non-aromatic compounds. Therefore, there is no requirement to check the third criteria. So we will stop to the second criteria and we are sure that the molecule is non-aromatic compound. Okay. So this is the manner we can determine the aromaticity of the given compound. We will just need to follow the first, second and third criteria. If all of the criteria are followed by the aromatic compounds, by the given compound, the molecule will be aromatic. If the third criteria of aromaticity is not followed, then we will go for anti-aromatic formula. If it is not followed, then the molecule must be non-aromatic compound. Okay. So we done.